What's up, you guys? It's your boy Dwedge. In this video I kind of want to talk to anybody that feels stuck with this e-com stuff. Maybe you just launched your store, maybe you're starting off your store, maybe you have a store, that has momentum and you're hitting that ceiling and you can't push forward, or you don't know when to pivot with the business, what to do next, this and that. And I'm here to tell you guys that feeling is normal. That's something that everybody in this game kind of feels while basically during the whole duration of your journey. Like for me personally, because that's kind of the only point of view that I can specifically talk about. For me personally, the past, I'd say 6 months to a year really, I've been feeling kind of stuck in a box and not knowing what the next move is. I have my current brand that I'm running, but in a way, you guys hear me say this a lot, it's a seasonal brand, right? During the off seasons, it becomes very challenging to make it work at scale. And that's something that I also want to talk to you guys about. You guys kind of also have to understand what you want for yourself when it comes to this business stuff, what your journey is, and if the vehicle that you're choosing to manage can't necessarily sustain or bring you to where you want to go, then it might be time to pivot. Here, people might start thinking, oh, does that mean give up? No, I'm not telling you guys to give up, and I'm not telling you guys to pivot once something gets hard. I'm telling you guys to give something the maximum effort as possible, the most amount as effort as possible, whether it's time. Honestly, it should be time, energy, money, everything, to see if you can make it work. And if you can't make it work, then you have to ask yourself, is this the best opportunity for me? Because me personally, the brand that I'm operating right now, it's not about me liking the current niche that I'm in. I don't give a fuck about that, realistically, if I'm being honest. I just care about money, and I like the process of creating ads, the process of starting a new store, launching new ads, and seeing that new ad do well. That's the process that I like. I don't really care about the specific product. The product is just a variable that can easily be changed, and that's something that I had to kind of figure out throughout the last year and a half, that it's not the product that makes me like this shit. I like just the whole journey, the whole process of starting from zero, seeing a product that I've never seen before, or I've seen before. I take it from doing 0 to 1K a day, 2K, 3K, 5K, 10K a day. I like that process. I like that. I don't care about the product. So in understanding that, it made me realize that at this point in my journey, I've hit 10K days, I've hit 17K days, but I've never been able to push past that. And it's never been because of a skill issue, because realistically, if you're able to hit a 10K day in terms of a skill level, advertising wise, you should be able to hit a 30K day, 50K day, because all it is just increasing budgets. Obviously, creators have to align, all that stuff, but market fit, shit like that. But nevertheless, it's about simply if the product has a big enough market to help you, not to help you, but to allow you to do the skill that you want to do. And me understanding that, it makes me think about, okay, for me personally, and you guys have to analyze this for yourself. I can't tell you guys necessarily what to do here, but for me personally, analyzing it and looking at from an outside perspective, I've been running this brand for a couple years now. I've been able to generate over $2 million with it. Cool, but that's in a pretty long time frame. Not a very long time, but still not the time frame that I'd like it to be in. And I'm looking at that, and I understand that, okay, when I'm scaling this business in Q4, it's easy. Obviously, it's Q4, it's easy. But when you look at it, it's a seasonal business, and no matter what I do, no matter how good the creatives is, there's a certain threshold, a certain wall that I keep fucking hitting, and I can't get past it without it being super unprofitable to the point where it doesn't make sense to run the business. And at the level I am mentally, in terms of what I know, I just fucked my face up, and what I know and what I know I'm capable of, operating a business under 100k, 200, 300k a month just doesn't make sense for me. Like, if I'm operating a business at 30k a month, it doesn't make sense for me because the amount of stress that I'm enduring in that process, y'all don't understand the mental stress, the mental bandwidth, all the things you're dealing with to only make 30k a month in revenue, to only net 10k a month, just doesn't make sense. At that point, you might as well get a job, you know what I mean? And at that point, again, it doesn't make sense. When it comes to this business stuff, for me specifically, I'm trying to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, profit-wise, and if a business isn't allowing me to do so, and I'm genuinely putting my best effort into it, I have branded content, good creatives, and there's proof that this shit can scale because it scales in giftable seasons, and that's the most peak season for the product. And if I'm not able to do it in a 2-year time frame, and I've genuinely given it time, then it makes sense for me to look at it objectively and be like, okay, is this project something that makes sense for me to put a lot of my time in? And for me personally, the answer was no at first, and I've thought about this for a very long time. But when I'm looking at it, it doesn't make sense to turn off the business because the business makes money, ultimately, right? Once you put it to a level where it's at a lower tier, of course, not where I want it to be, but it can still make money, and I can still leave that brand down and just continue to work on it at a lower scale and bring it up slowly rather than trying to force to scale. And that's something else you guys have to understand. Some businesses or some products aren't meant to be scaled heavily, especially seasonal products. Those are products where you just keep the store on or keep the store in the back burner for the giftable period or for the seasonal part of the seasons, and that's when you run it up, and then after that you don't really touch it, or you leave it at minimal scale to just take in the cash flow. Because again, for me, this shit's about cash flow, and then take the cash flow, invest it, and then yeah, that's what it is about for me. I'm not looking to build the biggest businesses, no what, I'm not looking to be on some Tesla shit realistically, and I know that's not what I want. So understanding that, it makes me understand that I need to align my vision and my goals for what I need. And what I need is a business that's generating at least 10k days, which is 300k a month, but ideally $1 million a month. And this business right now isn't something that can do that. So that's why, if you guys have been following the channel, that's why I'm pivoting to running a second brand. I've been telling you guys also I want to run multiple, but I won't jump into that right away because again, it makes more sense to focus on one. The second one will be mostly just, the first one, will be mostly just they're in the back burner and just they're ready for when Q4 comes. But the second brand is really where I'm going to take my expertise and really focus on this to be an evergreen product or evergreen niche store that I can scale up for the long term, and basically do what I did with the first brand with an evergreen product. And by doing this, there's no doubt in my mind I won't be able to hit 10k days consistently, 30k days consistently. It's just about time. It's just about me be diligently and working as hard as possible to make this possible. Now, I don't want to yap your head off about all of this. I don't even know what the intro of this video was. I kind of went on a side tangent probably. I don't know. I like to yap sometimes, but nevertheless, if you guys are still watching this far in the video, you guys have to look at yourself or your business or your life in general. Understand where you are, look at your skill level, and understand, is this business worth my time? I told you guys earlier, I'm not saying just quit, go cold turkey on something, but if you gave something a lot of your time and you don't see this to be the best opportunity for your time, it's okay to pivot, and that's kind of what I want to tell you guys about kind of my thought process with this, because I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that might be in the same boat where you're running a store and you don't know if it makes sense to pivot. You're scared to pivot. That's where I was scared to pivot because that's kind of all I knew. That's how I made my first large amount of money, realistically. It's not a lot of money in the business world, but my first money that gave me the freedom to be able to do this shit for myself. And you pivoting might feel like you're letting something go, it makes you feel it's scary in a way. Not to be a bitch or anything, but that's kind of how you feel internally. But understand that sometimes the thing that got you to your your first 100K, 200, 300, whatever, isn't necessarily the thing that's going to get you to your million, 10 million, 100 million even, you know. So this for all the people that, you know, are thinking about pivoting, for anybody that's thinking about, okay, what do I do? You know what, I wouldn't even go too far into everything else. I'm gonna just leave it at just straight up people that are kind of in a similar position as me, or if you're not, just take this as kind of a lesson, or I don't know at this point, but this is just daunting on me today. I don't know, it hit me pretty hard today, and I just wanted to get on the camera, tell you guys how I feel. Hopefully someone can relate to this. Hopefully someone can, I don't know, it can help somebody. If not, cool. If it does, I'll be glad. But yeah, it's kind of all I wanted to get off my chest today. Yeah, to be honest, I really don't know what I said at the beginning of the video, what this video is about, but I kind of want to say no. I don't want to make this video too long, like I said, so I'm gonna end it here. What else do I want to tell you guys? I do want to tell you guys that I'm more locked in than ever. I'm back in the trenches with you guys, so anyway, that's basically you're starting off your journey. Tell me what type of videos you want to see and I'll make them, because I'm back in trenches, product research, back in trenches, creatives, story designs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not touching. I have someone making those because I hate making that shit. But any of these two things, I can make videos about it in the near future because I'm in trenches with you guys. And yeah, it's been your boy Dwidge. If you guys got any value from this video, like, comment, subscribe, and catch you on the next one. And start that business you haven't already. If you are in your business, it's just getting tough. Keep pushing. I'm keeping pushing right now. Everybody's keeping pushing. Just hop on Telegram chat, tell us what you have problems with, and we got you, my boy. Fucking got you. Let's get rich. And peace.